Namaste. Today I will be doing the Olympics tag video. I have been tagged by Joanna. Thank you, Joanna. Um, and it was not as easy as I had thought. The questions are, or the prompts are more or less straightforward, but the answers are not so easy for some of them. The prompt for this was the opening ceremony. What country are you rooting for? Where are you from? So yeah, I'm not really rooting for anybody. I was interested in Olympics maybe a decade ago, but this Olympics and the one before that, I really didn't pay any attention. I really don't know what even happened, because I think somehow the games have lost their charm, at least for me. Maybe I think other things are more interesting. To answer the question, I will then take the second part of the question: where are you from? So I'm basically from India. I have lived in the Middle East, in Dubai, for 20 years or so, and I have recently moved to Spain. I call all these three countries my home because I have lived and prospered in these places. I have been loved uh, and taken care of in these places. So I will say I do feel a connection with all these three countries: India, uh, United Arab Emirates, and Spain. But yes, where am I originally from? Then I am from India. Then the next prompt is diving. What book made you dive into adult coloring? It's been a long time ago, so I really don't remember what book it was, but I think I was just surfing YouTube and some random video was suggested to me, which was one of the adult coloring uh, videos. I saw that one and I thought this is very nice. I always loved playing with color pencils when I was in school, so I thought, why not revisit this hobby to de-stress? So that is what actually drove me try my hand at adult coloring. So it was not a book which made me dive into adult coloring, it was a YouTube video. Because I need to choose a book, I have chosen the first book that I purchased for myself. This was the first book that I have ever purchased for myself. Now I will, sorry, I should have mentioned this at the beginning when I started, but the way I am going to take this tag is that I am going to use this all as an opportunity to identify even more books or pages where I can color. So some of the books I have put a tag. It is the question number, but it's more than the question number, it's also the page that I am going to wish that I color. So this will also uh, be like the summer edition scavenger hunt, where I selected non-colored pages and I have tagged them and I am going to color them. And once I finish coloring all the tagged pages, I will make a separate video for that. In this video, not all books can be for what you say new blank pages, because some of them are actually about colored pages, but the ones which I am able to tag, I will, and these tags will remain in place till I finish coloring that page. And I hope one day when I finish these pages, I will make a separate video remembering this one. So anyways, coming back, so what book made you dive into the adult coloring? Yes, so my own journey started with this book, and I have colored quite a few pages in this, some good, some not so good. So I have tagged with this page in this book, so I hope I will color this page. The third prompt is gymnastics. What wish list item would you flip out if you got? uh, we like so many things, right? In life, there are so many things which you would like to own. But for me, there are two things which I really, really crave for, and those are geometric patterns and mandalas. So, the reason why I have tagged these books is my ultimate dream would be that I own every good, not every, but every good geometric pattern book and every good mandala book that is out there. A ridiculous dream, but yeah, well, it's a wish list, right? I can wish for anything. So anyways, as a part also of this prompt, I have selected this page, and I hope that I should be able to color it soon. And from this book I have selected this page, so hopefully I should color in this. The fourth sport prompt is tennis. What item made you go back and forth before finally buying? This one was actually very easy for me, which is very rare for me. Usually I'm a very impulsive buyer. And I put this item many times in my basket, and many times I removed it because I was not sure if I should spend the money. So that item is Copic markers. So for me, the problem with this was that these are very expensive. I don't do anything which is artistic. These are artist quality markers. For me, it was a waste, sort of, and I was getting good enough work out of the budget markers that I had. So it took me a very, very long time, many months in fact, of putting the Copic markers in my basket, taking them out again and putting them back, and finally one day I decided, okay, let me buy one set and see how I like it. And then yes, I did like how they performed, and that's how I started buying Copic markers. But this did take me a lot of back and forth before I actually got into it. The fifth sport prompt is wrestling. What one trend can you just not get behind? Actually, none of them. I don't think I do anything because it is in trend. I have never done that for anything in my life. I, I will say it doesn't matter to me if it is trending or not. If I feel connected or I feel interested in something, I will buy it even if it is not trending. Uh, or I might ignore it even if it's the most popular thing around. Then the next prompt is marathon. What page took you the longest? This was a bit difficult because, yeah, and I think almost all the videos that I have seen about this question are because it's so difficult. Very rarely are you able to sit down and do one page in a stretch. I have done a few pages in one stretch, but those have been very simple, and we don't really have hours and hours to spend on in one sitting on a page. um, but if I have to think, then there are pages which have taken me months. It's not because I was busy or because it was elaborate, but because I just took a break from them. But there's one page that I think can fit into this category, is a page from this book Ciudad Fabulas by Steve McDonald. And this is a very big book, okay? Even generally just the size of the pages is like, it's a very big book. So this page, it did take me I think a week. Frankly, I have not really finished this page, but I just gave up on it at one point of time because I thought there's nothing that I can contribute to this. I can finish it a little more, maybe sophisticated it should look, but I was not interested in doing that. So for me, it's like, for example, sorry for bumping into that. So for example, I'll show you, like, I have colored the tires and all here, but then there are some tires that I have not bothered to color, like this one. So at one point of time I was very eager to actually do that, like, completely, and finish everything properly, but then I just gave it up because after 1 week of coloring cars, I thought I had enough of this page. But yes, it did take me a week because it looks very simple, but it's very, like, it's so many tiny things. Just imagine how many tires I had to color even with this. So yeah, I would say this page really took me a long time to finish. Then the next prompt is basketball. What artist is a slam dunk or autobi? For me, anything which catches my eye is a autobi. However, because I'm not a very artist kind of person, but there are some artists that I have started liking a bit more than others, and it cannot be one. So I am very sorry, but I am selecting actually three artists who are more or less slam dunk for me, and they all are. You will see a trend over here. Okay, so for example, David Hinkin Jr. I I just think I don't even need a flip through of these books. If a book has his name attached to it, I would love to have that book. And I have, as part of the self challenge that I have done in this, I have selected this page which I will color. Then there is Angie Grace. Again, I just her name attached to a book and I will buy it. And I have selected this page to color as a part of this self challenge. And then there is John Wick. John Wick has been a more recent discovery, I will say. Angie Grace I already knew from a long time. Then I found David Hinking Jr. and John Wick was one of the later ones. But again, I have started liking his books so much, and now from the few ones that I have, if I see a book with his name, I just buy it. And I have selected this page to fulfill a self challenge. The next prompt is surfing. What is one of your newest finds? I have again multiple choice for this. My latest new find, believe it or not, is Crayola Super Tips. Meant for double-sided pages where I would still want a marker because pencils are just too tedious to work with on some pages. And I have just started using this in a page and I love them. Another new find for me was this. I have been having sight problems recently. I was trying to find something which will help me with that, and I found this lamp. It's so small. I mean, look at this in comparison to a marker. Yeah, but it is superb and it has really helped me. Right now it's not dark, but you can see it's very nice, and it does, help me, especially because it has a clip, so I can just clip it to the page that I'm coloring, and it really, like, I'm able to see a bit more clearly. So this has been a good find, and it's so cheap. I don't remember, I think $4-5 maybe. So it was a good find. And believe it or not, the last nice find that I have is a sharpener. And why? Because I purchased the square Brutfuner pencils, and my regular sharpener which I have, these ones, which suited me very fine till I got the square barrel. So that's when I had to really search and find something which would be able to accommodate the square barrel. So this is my latest find, and I'm glad I purchased this, because after I had purchased this, I also purchased something equally ridiculous, which was these jumbo pencils. And I'm glad to say, after I purchased this, I thought, Rashmi, how are you even going to sharpen them? And I thought, I hope by God that this sharpener can accommodate this, and it does. So for me, I would say truly one of my best finds lately. Then the next prompt is synchronized swimming. What was your favorite body color? Now I don't really have many choices about this, because I have done only one body color till now. So I did it with Mibins. I will put a link to her channel also in the description box below. And this is the page that I had done. But yeah, it was a good experience, and I really liked it that she approached me on her own and asked me, and I really appreciated that. So this is, of course, always going to remain my favorite body color, no matter how many I do in the future. That is for sure. Then the next one is soccer. What is one goal you have for the end of the year? Mm, it's like I just like so many multiple choice things, right? I don't know how to explain this. Yeah, but I would like to have two goals. So one of the goals would be, of course, which I have been keeping or repeating since April, that I would like to color at least one page in every book that I have. The second goal that I have is that I would like to complete at least one book. So yes, since I have so many books, I'm not concentrating on completing a whole book as such. So the last book that I finished was, I think, in April or May, something like that. So after that, I have not yet actually looked at any book and identified saying this book I should try and finish it within this year. But yes, the more important goal for me is that I would like to have at least one page colored in every book that I own right now. Then the next one is a decathlon, and what are your 10 favorite books? Again, I know, and I have seen this with other colorists also, it is a very difficult question. So what I have done is I have tried to choose a different book from the kind of books that I like, and I have tried to not repeat an artist if they are artist related. So I'll show you those books which I have selected, and of course I will try again as a self challenge to color one page at least in all of these. And what do I mean by that? If these books already have some colored pages, yet I will add one more page as a part of self challenge from this tag. Okay, so I'm going to set these books aside after I finish this recording, and I'm going to use that as my go-to stack, where if I need to color a page, these are the books that I will color from. So let me start, and these are in no particular order. The only order that I have for this is the size of the books. It's easier to stack it this way, so I went with the largest book down and the smallest up. So these are in no particular order. This book, I like the concept of the 100 creative mandala, 100 magnificent mandalas. So I already have, like, if you would see the one which I just now had the body color question for. So I have quite a few of these volumes, and I love all of them. So for me, these are some of my favorite books. So I love 100 magnificent mandalas, and I will surely choose a page from here to color. So yeah, then this book, it's one of my most recent purchases, and I just love this book. Look how beautiful this is. I don't think I'll be able to do even 1% justice to this, but I am really looking forward to trying my hand at these pages. So I will try and color at least one. I don't know why this is getting blurred. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, now it's focusing. Yeah, there, see. It's really beautiful. I really loved this book. The next one is one of the many George Tawfikis book, and I love a lot of his books. Some of them I have colored, some of them I have not colored. I chose this book to show you because I have actually colored in this one, and I know for a fact I will like his books. So I have colored only one page in here till now. Yeah, but I will surely color more pages in this because I really have learned that I like his style of color by number. So that was my third book. The fourth is Janine Morrison's books. I have recently discovered this artist, and I have some, I think about five, six books of hers, and I love all of them. Uh, she is really, truly, very simplistic patterns and stuff like that. So yes, I have colored a page in her book here, this one, and this one is like, I think her books are very good for de-stressing for a person like me, especially who likes mandalas and patterns. So yeah, I will try and color a page from this book also. So that was how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I lost count. The fifth book that I have in this one is this book. I actually have a hate and love relationship with this book, is because if you have seen my previous videos, you will know that I ended up buying this book 2 times, and not because I wanted 2 copies of this, but because the publisher sold it with 2 different titles. If you have not seen it, I will tag it here. However, I still love this book because it is so easy to color in, and it really looks good, though the quality of the paper is not that good. It really has very good results when you finish coloring in it. So I really like this book. Look how nice it looks. And these are like the budget markers, look. So it's still giving such nice output. That is why I love this book, and it was very cheap, less than €5. So that's why I like that one. Then I like again easy patterns. So I have actually not colored anything in this book, but yet I like it for this pure simplicity. Especially now when I'm finding it a bit difficult to see the smaller patterns or designs, it's a bit difficult for me, and this type of books will be very easy for me to color with if my eyesight becomes worse. So that is why I really love these kind of books. So yes, so this is one of my favorite. And then I have this book. I love this book because of its complexity. It is so beautiful. It is like one single page has 1,000 stories to tell. I don't know if you can understand what I'm trying to say. If you own this book, you will especially know what I'm saying. It is so unique. Like, look, this is like one bookshelf, looks like, right, at a glance, and then it is divided into so many sections. And if you look at each section, there is a story there. And I really love this book. And this book has, like these, it has hundreds of pages. So you can imagine how intricate and time consuming it is going to be to color anything. I have started a page in here, and I don't know when I will finish, because I do it literally one section at a time and one item in that section at a time, because it is so interesting. But believe me, every time I look at this book, every time I look at a page, I find something which I had not noticed before. It is so fascinating. I really, really love this book. And I'm going to try, in addition to this page, I'm going to try and color at least one more page. I don't know which one, because all of them are really so detailed and they are going to take a lot of time. But yes, I will try at least one more page from this book. I really love this book. Then I have this book, Rose Windows. Recently I have seen a lot of people talking about this, but believe me, for me this was one of the first Creative Haven books that I had ever purchased. I did not even know what is Creative Haven. I didn't know they are so popular among colorists and all. I purchased this purely because I wanted to try a grayscale. So I'm very new to this concept of having multiple books and all. It started just maybe a year ago. Before that I had very few books, and most of them were like simple pattern books or something like that. So I used to see colorists doing grayscales and I was very interested, but I was not interested in doing people, right, or animals, which was most of the time the subject of the grayscales. I found this is the only grayscale pattern book, at least even till today. I don't know of any other book which is there out there which is a pattern book or a mandala book and it is in grayscale. If you all know, let me know, then I would really love to purchase it and break my promise of not buying any more books for the rest of the year. So one of the issues I have already finished. I have completed that book and I do have a flip through of that completed book which I will again link here if you have not seen. And this one is brand new. So yes, I would like to go back and color, and once I have colored in this book, I would like to compare and see how differently have I addressed the pages which are exactly the same, maybe a year apart. So that would be very interesting comparison for me to do. Then we come to the ninth book that I like, Spiroglyphics. I was always not very sure about this. When I used to see people doing lines and spirals and all, did not really attract me. But I decided to give it a try. So I love all his books. I selected one. I don't have many books of his. I have three. One is the, I think, Landmarks Around the World. Then this Animals, and another one is Harry Potter. And I love all of them. So this is also one of my favorite books. And again, I have colored one page in this, and I am going to color one more page as I have completed this. I have already tagged one page from here as a part of my uh, summer edition tag. So I will do that, but I think as a self challenge I will choose one more page and I will color two pages from this book. And the last book that I have in this favorite books is this. If you have seen my video called Walk Down Memory Lane with Amma, if not, I will put a link. I'm not sure if I can put any more links, but if possible, I'll put a link here, or I'll put it in the description box. And it was about my journey with coloring with my mother, and this book is a prominent part of that video. So you can watch that video for more details, but this book is one of my favorites purely because I have a lot of emotional attachment to this one. That being said, on the practical side of it, this is by an Indian publisher called Dreamland, and they have other books also in this series, and it's a slightly oversized book. They also have the normal A4 size books also, but what I like about them is that they are very cheap, but the paper quality is so good. It stands any kind of medium that you want to put on it and it will take it. It's markers, or you can see how thick this is. So whether it's markers or whether it is pencils, whether it is watercolor, I have tried it all and it accepts everything gracefully. So I really love this book for that reason also. So this is also one of my most favorite books. Then the last one is Closing Ceremony. So pass the torch, tag who is next. So I'm going to name 4 people. I will put the links to their channels in the description box below. So the first one is Hana Sayuri. The second one is Nekosimi Coloring. The third is Color with S. And the fourth is Mebens Color with Me. So thank you for having watched by. I have rambled on a lot, and believe me, I'm going to cut a little bit when I edit because it's going to be too boring otherwise to hear me just keep on yapping about things which may be not so interesting for everybody. But yes, anyways, whatever edited version you see of this one, thanks for having stopped by, and if you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Have a nice day. Bye.